What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We are here. First things first guys, if you could drop me a thumbs up on the video, it'd be much appreciated. Secondly, I should have had this up on the screen already. My bad. Prime icons as well, but icons in general, woo, they're low in price right now. Rude Hullet from scratch on PlayStation is 2.5 million coins. The most expensive teams are the 89 rated squad, which is about 775,000 coins, and the 88 rated squad, which is about 640,000 coins. Now, I was streaming last night a little bit. We did some squad battles and such, and I noticed that I can actually almost finish this team with players that I have in the club. And so what I'm going to spend my FUT swap tokens on is going to be Koke 87 and Ibra 90. I'm also going to dump this Cavani. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually love this Cavani card. However, with Team of the Season fast approaching, not only will he get a Team of the Season card, there's going to be so many other cards that I'm going to love through Team of the Season that he probably won't get much game time in the team from now onwards. So yeah, I'm going to be dumping him, and we got a good set out of him. Not like we made some good profits from the French League SBC. He didn't cost us much at all, and he's a nice 2-rated card that is going to be used in SBC. Ibra will be essentially free, but you know, that play, earn, trade, whatever. The Bastian Schweinsteiger took us one of those Irish cards. Now, I actually really like this card, and it's so sad for me that I just can't use him as much as I want to, because he's just in a league just a league that's really hard to link. Not that I don't have a lot of MLS players, you know. We do have actually quite a lot of MLS players like Kaka, like Schweinsteiger, like Alessandrini, Carlos Vela, soon to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But again, I know during Team of the Season that cards like this are going to be 10 a penny, and an 88 rated card for what was essentially nothing to go in this team is sick. So Koke, Ibra and Schweinsteiger and Cavani will go in there. Then we've also got Ander Herrera that I'm happy to put in there. Now, I got a lot of good stuff out of Ander Herrera, 195 games. I actually really like this card, you know. I like the fact that he's got 4-star weak foot, high 6 foot. But once again, although he's very well rounded, there will be better Team of the Season cards out there that I'm more than happy to take. Fernandinho as well, his Team of the Season card I'm very looking forward to. Matuidi, we haven't used him much recently when we've forced him into a squad builder, so I don't mind getting rid of him. And the same with Benatia, you know. And this Benatia card is super cheap to buy if I wanted to go and buy him back and such. And he'll also have a Team of the Season. Quincy Promes, very much the same. You know, we've got some good games out of him, almost 250 games, but this year I'm not going to get attached to my untradables. You know, I've done it in previous years. I'm going to use them when it's worthwhile. Rui Costa is going to be the icon that I'm going to use. Over 1,000 games from him. He's 90 rated, so that really helps. And then this Thiago card as well. Now, it's expected. Now, obviously, we got him out of a Path to Glory pack, and he could go up even more. It's expected that he will get a team at a knockout stage, so it's expected he'll go up to a 90 rated card. So with that, I will need to swap out one of these players for a 1 rating higher. So if that's Promes coming out for an 87 rated, say, Ter Stegen, that will cost me 30k, I'll do it. And that will be the team all but complete. So we'll complete this team at the end of the FUT swap deal. And that will save me like 750,000 coins. And the price of icons right now, guys, is absolutely on the floor. Like, you can get icons for 270,000 coins. Maybe even less. Look at that. 266 for JJ Okocha, 270 for a central-based Filippo Inzaghi. Like, and it's predicted that they're just going to keep going down. So the likelihood is that this Rude Hullet at 2.5 million right now from scratch will probably go down towards 2 million coins when Team of the Season comes out, and that's a bargain. That's an absolute bargain. I sold both my Salahs. I accidentally cleared the trade pile when I was getting set up, but I sold a few of the investments, which is why we're back up to 5.4 million. I didn't make great money on the Salahs. I made 50k between the two of them. Still a bit more than what I had before. And then in terms of squad battles, I played last night. I played a few games. I've been practicing on Ultimate again. Beat the AI. What was this team? I beat this team, 81 rated, 53 chemistry. I beat it 5-0 on Ultimate difficulty, and I'm tempted to go back into squad battles for a week or two, try and get myself into the top 100 again, which I know I can do. You know, the fact that I've already beaten the AI on Ultimate 5-0 here shows that I'll be able to get into the top 100. I think the top 100. Here, let me just do this. 118. Damn, 118,000 divided by 45. That's an average of 2,622 points. So that's not too... Like, I could easily get an average of 2,622 per game. Even if I played on Legendary and just 5-0'd them all, I'd get probably about 2,700 per game on average. The odd one we get up to 2,900. But if I played it on Ultimate, I would probably say my average on Ultimate would be around 2,900 per game. So if I got 2,900 times 45, that would get me up to about 130,000, which would be good enough for top 10. And even if I had a bad week and actually only got 2,800 on average per game, that'd get me 126,000, which would still be top 20. And of course, the top 10 and top 20 rewards are really good. Top 20 is two 50k packs, a 100k pack, and 75k coins. And top 10 is an ultimate pack, 250k packs, and almost 90k coins. So I'm going to use this week to kind of like practice against the AI on Ultimate, or this weekend anyway, to practice against the AI on Ultimate and see if I've still got it. And if I have still got it, just for the next 2 weeks, I just might do squad battles, get myself a couple of packs saved up, some more coins in the bank, and just keep them for team of the season. Not that I'm like super interested in that, but definitely a little bit interested in that. And I would need to improve my team a fair bit to get that, because I played 3 games last night on Ultimate, and I struggled in one of them because my team wasn't good enough. So I would want to go back into the market and maybe invest a few 100,000 coins on improving the team. But for today's episode, guys, of course, this is the team that we're going to use in Foot Champs for today's game. I've got a few comments pulled up, so I'm excited to get into those. We hopefully will get a win in game 1. You never know with FIFA. You actually never know. You know, sometimes you come up against good players. Sometimes you come up against terrible players. Sometimes you come up against just really strong players. I don't know, man. So it's a weird one. So before I get into the comments, let us take a look at my opponent's squad and what we're going to be working against today. So we're up against... That's a really nice squad. A 96 Messi, Crespo, 96 Ronaldo, Griezmann, and then weird players like Paulinho. It's got the 85 Ferdinand and the 88 Paolo Maldini. I mean, that's not a super expensive squad these days either. And I'm going to stick with the 4-4-2 on this one as well. So the first comment I've got, I only picked 3 comments because when I go live, it's always a bit different for commentating. Is from Momo87. And Momo87 says, "Hey, Nep, I've sold all my players for team of the season. When should I buy them back?" And this is a question that ultimately I can't answer for you. You have to decide for yourself. But the bottom line is that you sold your players, and you will want to know, you will know what's a good feeling of, okay, this is a good price for me. Nobody else can know that for you. You have to know that for yourself. You have to sit there and say, okay, I sold all my players and made 1.5 million coins. That exact same team is now worth 600,000 coins. I'm happy to buy them back, use them, accept the fact that they will still depreciate, but have had 900,000 bonus coins in the bank. And even then, you'll still be able to sell them on for something at one stage or another in FIFA, right? So honestly, it comes down to personal preference. The interesting fact is, and now I'm not a market guru, right? I'm always Mr. Obvious in the market. You know, I bought the Salahs yesterday, because Salah was going to get Player of the Month. And the people that were smart and had invested wisely bought the Salahs 2 weeks ago, and so had already made 100,000 coins on the Salahs that I was buying. Not, you know what I mean? Like I bought the traders Salahs. I still made some from the general casual public, but I bought all the traders Salahs. So, you know, I'm not a market guru for absolute certain. Oh, that could be a goal. That's a good play. Oh, that's a good save from Donnarumma. But it's a weird one, right? Because I cashed out my team early. I cashed out my team, 3 weeks ago now? Because I was just geared up for the market crash, the team of the season market crash, which is what we're in right now, by the way. The market has crashed. The market is quite low, even though League SBCs have got the players a little bit high, and I know some icons have kept the players a little bit high as well. That's got to be a goal. Oh, what a block! What a block! Yeah, even though you know, some players are still high for certain reasons. Oh, go on, Higuain. I see you, baby. Oh, it was a Cardi, not even Higuain. Let's get this. Go on, under. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, we're going to get that back. And then a Coddy. Yeah, so I sold my players way early because last year I sold in during the crash, so I still got good amounts for them, but not great amounts for them. So I did it just way early this time. So some of you disagreed with me doing that, some of you agreed. So if you're selling now, you're already selling in the crash. And prices might still go down, but you're already selling in the crash. Now the fear is that you sell now, you wait for team of the season to buy back. Now, if you're buying back the players that you sold, the fear is that because everybody's sold up and everybody's liquid, that when team of the season does show up, player prices are going to spike again. Not to the level that they were at previously, but they will still go back up. So let's say you sold a player now for 30k that used to be 50k, and then you're like, okay, so what will happen is I'll wait until, oh, that's a good goal. So what will happen is I'll wait until he drops down to 25k. Well, he might go back up to 40k. So it's still a 10k loss on what you initially would have had him for, but it's still 10k more than what you could have bought him for right now, because you're getting greedy and waiting too much. So that's the fear, you know. And with icons, I think it's the same. You know, I was looking at icons now. I'm considering buying that JJ Okocha and that Inzaghi, right? Because I know I need icons for that Ruud Gullit, and they're really low right now. And somebody made the assumption or the observation, and rightly so, that, well, hey, the icons right now, go on Matuidi lad, the icons right now are low because all of the prime icons are out, so there's no need to invest in them anymore. And because team of the season's coming, everybody is dumping their icons, primes and otherwise, and it's flooding the market with icons. And that's great, and that's causing a massive reduction in price. And so, because there's going to be no desire for icons, because team of the season players will be as good or better than icons for the most part, other than, you know, a handful of the top tier primes. The theory is that all of the icons will just continue to go down in price, and I'm sure a lot of the primes and mids will still go down in price. But I don't know about the baby icons, because a lot of people are waiting for team of the season to complete icons, myself included. You know, I'm waiting for team of the season. I'm going to do Ruud Gullit, definitely, and probably R9 Ronaldo, and maybe Thierry Henry at the end, because I would just want, on this account, I would just want that prime icon Thierry Henry, just because he's my favourite player in the world. You know, having a first owner 93 Henry would just be remarkable. So I at the very least, I'll do Gullit and Henry, and I also might want to throw R9 in there as well, right? So there's that to take into consideration. And other people are also waiting for team of the season to do these. So, like, it's my opinion that very possibly team of the season might see the baby icons, or just icons in general, actually go up a little bit as everybody starts buying them to complete the icon SBCs, because they're also using the team of the season cards to reduce the price otherwise. So I don't know, like, icons might carry on going down over the next week or so until team of the season, but during team of the season, I reckon icons will go back up again. So I don't know when I should, you know, start thinking, okay, I need to, oh, come on, ref, give me a pen there. Yeah, when I need to actually invest in these icons, not even necessarily baby icons, but just the cheapest icons. You know, that Inzaghi and that JJ Okocha, nice and cheap. Like, they might go even lower. You know, I remember the icons of last year, they actually went down to 100k discard price. You know what I mean? Like 110, 120k and stuff. So it might be a case that these icons continue to drop and go down towards 200k and stuff, and I actually end up wasting 150k coins. And it's the risk, isn't it? It's at what point do you think, okay, I'm comfortable with this as my price of what I'm paying? What point is that there for you? Oh, this is a good crossing opportunity here. Oh, nearly. Oh, come on. And there's only one person, sadly, that can answer that, and that person is you. You're the only person that will know when you should buy those players back based on how much you paid initially, how much you sold for them, how much you're willing to accept as a loss, how much you want to play with a good team. I've been playing with not bad teams recently, but lower teams than what I've been used to playing with. You know, if you think back 6-8 weeks ago, our team was insane, wasn't it? Like, we had an absolutely ridiculous team 6 or 8 weeks ago. We had icons, we had team of the year players. When we had like team of the year De Bruyne, Cristiano Ronaldo, team of the year Modric, team of the year Marcelo, you know, we had the icon Rijkaard and icon Rui Costa. Like, we had an absolutely incredible team 6 or 8 weeks ago, and now I'm playing with players like this informed Luis Alberto and this Cengiz Under. Apologies if I butchered his name. I actually saw somebody in the chat explained how to say a lot of the names I'm getting wrong. I appreciate that, man, genuinely. I don't see that as like an insult or anything. Like, obviously I'm an English native speaker, so like getting some pronunciations wrong is going to happen. So I appreciate the knowledge, and I will go and look at it and try and get the pronunciations correct. So thank you for that. Yeah, bottom line is I'm playing now with like half good teams. But the craziest thing is that I am personally enjoying playing with these teams far more than I played with the other teams, because with the other teams it was about competition. It was about, okay, I need to win. I need to do good things, and that just shouldn't be the way, should it? Let's bring on Sterling. That shouldn't be the way. I shouldn't, like, you know, I was forcing myself to play through 40 games, and I was playing through, and I was hating playing, and that's a bad thing. And when I've gone into these fun teams, I've enjoyed playing the game. I've enjoyed playing with the teams. I've enjoyed all the squads that we've been building, whether it be for the weekly objectives, whether it be for FUT Champs, whatever it's for. I've thoroughly enjoyed FIFA over the last little while. That's obviously something to be considered as well. You know, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, well, let's say you've got a million coin team. And if you sell it now, you get 1 million coins. But then if you sell it now, you won't have a team to play with. So you're like, okay, well, I need a team to play with. Well, why not like assign yourself a budget, kind of like I've done, and say, well, okay, so I'm going to play. I'm gonna spend. Oh, this could be 5-3 here. I thought I was outside at 5-0. Guess not. You know, you could say to yourself, I'm going to play this game with a 200k squad that I don't care if it goes down, I don't care if it goes up in price, I'm just going to play with this squad until team of the season and then save the other coins. Like, and then you can give yourself just a 200k budget. And hey, a 200k budget right now in FIFA can actually get you, that is not where I aimed that pass, can actually get you some really, really good players and a really good team. Like, I did a squad builder on the Road to Glory, on the main account, where in a 200k team, we had Nainggolan, we had Boateng, Vidal, Alaba. You know, we had a really, really nice 200k squad. And I'm sure also at this point in FIFA, you've also got like a whole bunch of untradables that you've already got in your team, so that you can use those as well to kind of, oh, look at that far post there. You can kind of use those as well to get yourself, you know, just a nice squad. Oh, Kaka, come on. So yeah, I don't know. The bottom line is only you will know the true answer as to when you should buy them back. I'm not going to tell you when to buy them or when to sell them or anything. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing and why, and you can make your judgment as to whether or not you agree with me or not, basically. Oh, he could be oh, he's hitting me. Dude, this guy, like, I went 5-0 up cruising, and now all of a sudden this guy's causing me a few issues here. So the next comment I've got... Oh, he's away there. No, that was for Perisic, EA. Come on then, Kaka's on this. Kaka's on this. I love Kaka so much. The next comment is from Luke139. He says, hey, Nep, as you hit your 200th episode for FIFA 18, I was wondering how satisfied you are with the account thus far. Anything you wish you'd done differently? Love your content, man. Keep it up. The one big regret, even though I said that it wasn't a regret at the time, the one big regret is the overzealousness in purchasing Team of the Year players. I wasted like about 1.5 million coins. And look at how much we've already got. That extra 1.5 million is enough to complete Ruud Gullit for me right now. And that's a fact. You know, I wasted a Ruud Gullit. Prime Icon Ruud Gullit on Team of the Years. That's probably like my biggest regret of this series. And at the time, my mindset was, no, this is good for content, this is fun for the viewers, but it was a day later. You know, if it was a week later that those prices crashed, and I got a week and a half out of those players at that price, I'd been like, no, that was a good decision for me. I played with these guys for a week and a half already. We got 2 FUT Champs games out of them, or 2 FUT Champs weekends out of those players. That was good for me, and that would have been fine, right? But because I bought them, and then the next day I had lost 1.5 million coins, man, that's just. I tried to convince. I didn't even try to convince you guys that it was the smart decision. I was trying to convince myself. You know what I mean? I was trying to convince myself that this was the right thing to do. Oh, Kaka is so good. I was trying to convince myself that it was a good thing. And I was like, yeah, but look at the videos we've got. Look at the players that we're playing with, and I don't care. I'll keep De Bruyne in my team forever. And man, I was trying to fool myself because I knew in the in the back of my mind, I knew I'd screwed up. So that's probably like the biggest regret of the account. In terms of how satisfied I am with the account, I am quite satisfied with the account. I think still this year I've made some mistakes, like just in general, which I probably shouldn't have made. Some silly trading mistakes, some silly trading mistakes in terms of losing coins, for example, the team of the year, but also some silly trading mistakes in terms of not making a whole bunch more coins because I was scared to believe in myself. Like, and for that example, like when I bought 2-1 to watch Salah's, I knew he was going to go up, and I knew it, and I could have spent 5 million coins on buying 1 to watch Salah's and made about 2 million coins profit, but instead I bought 2 and made like 250k profit, and that was a mistake. On top of that, there's during the times where the 83s were really cheap, and I could have hoarded them and bought 1,000 of them and made like 1.8 to 2 million coins profit, and I didn't because I was lazy. That was a mistake. There's been so many mistakes I've made in this account where I could legitimately have like an extra 10 million coins on this account if I just changed some small things about how I worked the account, and that's not me being stupid about it either. Like there really are some times where I'm like, why didn't I just go in harder with that? And that's very frustrating that I didn't go in harder with a certain few things. And that's why I'm just holding on to these cards right here that I've invested in. I've invested in a lot of stuff, and I'm just holding them because I know that I'm right on these. I know that they will eventually be needed and they will go up in price. And if I'm wrong, I also know that I bought them at their lowest points, so that I will lose at worst maybe 10% on investment. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Outside of that, how satisfied am I with the account? I mean, my record's great. We got 2 Elite Ones this year, instead of just the 1 Elite One of last year. And I've played FUT Champs considerably less this year than last year, so that's got to be taken into consideration as well. So I'm very happy with that regard. Yo, this is a hell of a pack. I need more of this pack, EA, because look at that. We get some consumables and stuff, which is great. We get some players to put into the club, which is great. We've got 2 fitness cards, which will sell for a few thousand coins. This is great, EA. This is great. Fitness cards, again, is another one. When squad fitnesses were down, like the bronze squad fitnesses were down at about 600 coins, maybe even 500 coins, and now they're looking at 1,100 coins. I knew they would raise back up to 1,200 or 1,500 coins. They always do every year. And did I invest in them? No. If I had invested 2 million coins in them, I'd now be able to flip that into 4 million coins. And I've had more than 2 million coins sat in my account for weeks. They're the things that frustrate me. Like when I see a good opportunity to make a lot of coins, I just don't follow through with it. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't have a good reason as to why I don't follow through with it. It's stupid. So in terms of my record, I'm satisfied, right? In terms of the fact that we've got 2 Elite 1 finishes on FUT Champs, I'm satisfied. In terms of the fact that we've played way less FUT Champs and got better results, I'm satisfied. To me, that shows that I've actually improved as a player this year. And I actually feel like I've improved as a player. I still have my issues. I'm still bad at defending, but I do feel like I'm a better player at FIFA 18 than I was at FIFA 17. In terms of squad battles, I'm mad satisfied. We got top 100 8 or 9 times. We got top 10 twice, including top 10 3 times, including a 3rd place, a 9th place, and a 10th place. We got top 20 as well, another 3 times. So, the fact that I finished top 100, even though it was offline, I didn't think I'd be able to finish top 100 in squad battles because I hate offline, and I thought, I'll be terrible offline. So there's no way I'll be in one of the best 100 in the world. But actually, I am. I'm good enough to be considered top 100 in FIFA, even if that is considered to be offline. So I love that. I do love that. In terms of the teams, I like the teams that we've got. The Prime Icons are throwing me through a loop. If the Prime Icon SBCs and stuff didn't exist, I bet my team would be so sick right now. I'd still have Ronaldo's and Team of the Year cards and stuff. But because I'm like gearing up for Team of the Season, it's a little bit weird. Right now, I would personally say this account is much better than last year's account. And I'm definitely more satisfied with this account that compared to last year's account. But compared to what I could have and should have in this account, I'm very, very gutted that I didn't follow through with some just simple coin making methods that would allow me to sit here with 10, 12 or 13 million coins instead of 5 million coins plus 3 million in the bank, in the club, you know. I really am gutted. I really am gutted that I didn't do that. And all it would have taken is a little bit extra, just a little bit extra effort, you know. Maybe one day, like I said, sitting there right now, some of the 83s are quite low in price. Like they're down at like 1,800 coins, 1,700 coins for some of them. Let's go for Hradecki. This guy is an 83. I mean, look at that. This guy, you're able to get these for quite cheap. Now, as soon as an SBC comes out that requires the 83s, these guys, even if they go up to 2.5k, 2.8k, 3k, they're going to go up again. So being able to pick up 83s, which is what I did a lot actually. I'll show you the club. I went and bought a load of 83s for quite cheap. Some of them as low as 1,500. Like I think I got Shinji Kagawa for 1,500 coins. Now is a good time. What I should be doing right now is investing a few million coins into 83 rated cards. I don't know why I bought him for 3,800. He's been in the club for ages, but 1,800 on him. First owner Ruli. 2,000 for that Kagawa. 2,200 for Forsberg. 2,000 for Sommer. 2,000 for Baumann. So I bought a lot of these dudes previously, but there you go. 1,700 for Rui Patricio. 1,800 for Nzonzi. 1,700 for Carvalho. 1,900 for Idrissa Gueye, 1,700 for Consigli and Danilo Pereira, 1,900 for Schneiderlin, 1,700 for Giovinco. So I'm buying these up for like 1,700 to 2,000, which is a good price for 83s, because as I say, they will go up to 3,000, 2,800, 3,000 minimum. So I can pretty much secure 50% return on any investment of an 83 rated right now, just waiting for the SBC. Now, I could buy one of each 83 that's available. I could fill up my trade pile, but for those of you that don't know, if you buy a player off the market that you already have, so let's go to Kagawa. If you buy a player that you've already already got and your trade pile is full, well, I bought Kagawa for 1,500. He's almost up to 2k now. Let's say you buy him when it says like duplicate items and your options are either to discard or send to transfer list, but your transfer list is full. If you just like sign out of PlayStation or Xbox and sign back in, go back into Ultimate Team and it gets put into an unassigned pile. Now the problem with that is that every time you complete an action in this game, you get that you'll have to keep signing out and signing back in or restarting FIFA, because what will happen is you'll play a game and then when you come out of the game it will say you have an item to deal with, and then you'll have to try and deal with it. But you can store up to 1,000 unassigned items. So, you know, it would be logical for me, like at the moment before I know an SBC is coming or something, to just store a whole bunch of 83s in the club and go there. And I just don't, you know, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I said, there's so many coins to be made. Like right now, let's go fitness, squad fitness. That's probably, yeah, they're like, you could probably make a lot of coins from sniping squad fitness cards actually, if you're good at sniping. Now I'm not on the main screen right now, so that I'm going to have like a small delay, like 1/10 of a second only. But oops, don't want to go for 15 million, do I? Let's go to 800 here. I don't want to come off the screen because it keeps doing that thing where it like resets everything. But bottom line is right now squad fitness is 1,000 coins you can snipe them at, but they're about 1,200 coins for squad fitness cards. Now there will become a time again where they'll drop down to probably about 200 to 300 coins during team of the season. I don't know if there's going to be a bronze team of the season this year, but when there are those bronze jumbo packs out all the time, the market crashes for consumables, specifically squad fitnesses. I remember last team of the season, bronze squad fitness cards were going for 200 buy now and 150 on open bid. Squad fitness cards. And I bought some. I bought like 100. And I knew that they would go back up to over 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. And I knew that even once that bronze pack was out of the store, that they'd go back up to 400, 500. And I didn't invest in them very well. And I told you guys to invest in them. And that was a huge opportunity to make coins. Like literally, like infinite coins at no cost. If you had invested 1 million coins In fact, let me do the math real quick. If you would have invested 1 million coins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, divided by 150, you would have bought 6,666 squad fitness cards. If you would have sold them, even at 1,000 coins, you would have got back 6.66 million. I could have even done the math for that, but 6.66 million before tax. You take off your 5% tax for that, you're looking at about 6.3 million coins afterwards. So you could have made 5 million coins profit easily. And that's just on squad fitness cards. How wild is that? And so in terms of how satisfied I am with the account, I mean, my account is sick, man. Like, I've got some incredible players. My record is great. I've got lots of coins in the bank. I'm going to have a great team of the season. But I am so upset with myself. I'm so upset with myself that I haven't got at least 3 times the amount of coins that I've got right here. Because I've had the opportunity to easily get that amount of coins, and I've just wasted it. Now, to go back to what the title is, and that is Team of the Season Market Crash. The market is crashing. I mean, look at that. Rui Costa Central Base card for 263. I think that's a good deal. I honestly do think that's a good deal. 263,000 coins. I mean, he already sold, but I don't know if these guys are going to go much lower. You know, I think this is a good deal. I don't know. What do you guys think? But the market in general, guys, is crashing. Even if you look at the likes of 93 Henry, this dude is 1.8 million. Do you know how much I paid for 90 Henry when I bought him? 1.8 million. And now the 93 Henry is that exact same price. Even if you look at the likes of Ronaldo's 94 card, Ronaldo, this guy is now 2.5 million. I bought him just 2 weeks ago for 3.2 million and sold, well, I bought him for 3 million and sold him for 3.2 million because he crashed down, and now he's back down at 2.5. The market is crashing, and it's crashing hard. Remember the Desai Mateus set that I bought, and then I started Desai at centre mid and Mateus at centre back, and I switched them in game. I bought them for about 800 and 900,000 each. Now, this Desai is like 450, 440. And this is a great card for that. Even, like, especially as a centre-back. You know, you switch this guy into centre-back, it's a great card at centre-back. Medium-high work rate, 6'1", very fast, good reactions, great defensive stats. So I could again now go and get Marcel Desai's 88 card. How much are we saying? 460. 450, probably 450 I could get it for an open bid. And then I could also go and get Lothar Matthäus's, I think it was also his 88 card, wasn't it? Yeah, his 88 card. And this is down at 450. And then I could swap them in game and have a great midfielder and a great centre-back again. And for the grand total of 900,000 coins, which is how much it cost me to buy one of them some months ago. But even just like so many of the icons, I was looking at Carlos Puyol. I'm very close to just buying this 90 Puyol to have fun with. He's super cheap, and although his pace isn't insane, it's okay. 425,000 coins. This is a good card. Great defensive and physical, great reactions and composure, and relatively fast. You know, with the Shadow Chem style, he goes super fast. And for 420k, this is how much people were buying icons for to use in SBCs before, and this is a usable, playable icon. I don't know, man. As I say, the market crash is real right now. The 90 Henry that we paid 1.8 million for is now, I think, is like 700k. Look at that. 750,000 coins for a Thierry Henry. That's wild to me. In fact, probably even 730. Oops. 740. Yeah, look, 722. Oh, man. That's tempting, that is. I'm tempted to just buy that. I'm not going to, but that is tempting. So the market crash is real right now, guys. It is legitimately real. Even if you look at the 93 Lothar Matthäus, look at that, 1.6 million. This is such a solid card, man. Really well-rounded, high work rates, which is perfect. 4-star weak foot. Like, it's a little bit short, but this is as good as Luka Modric's Team of the Year card, maybe even better, other than the 4-star skill moves. And it's 1.7 million. The market is crashing. The market is crashing. If you haven't already sold your players, you're going to struggle, man. Like, you're going to struggle to get good coins out of selling them now because the market is crashing. Specifically, icons and special cards. Paulo Dybala, his new... I know I'm just looking at players now. I apologise if this is just quite boring for you, some of you guys. Paulo Dybala's 93 rated centre forward card is under 1 million coins. In fact, it might even be... Where are we at? Look at that. The 93 for 960k, 950. 950,000 coins for this card. Look how good this card is. The market is on its knees right now. Now, I don't know, man. Like, it might go even lower. It might be a good time to invest. I've been wasting way too much of your time for today's video. I apologise, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.